Deciding whether to get back together with an ex is kind of a tricky thing. You might be thinking, what if he was the one that got away? That's pretty common. Or you might be thinking, did I break up too soon? Maybe I was impulsive. Or what would it be like to try again? And whether it's somebody from your past, like from high school that you want to reconnect with after divorce or whatever, or somebody from 2 weeks ago, there is not one solution for the internal debate concerning this dilemma. But there are 6 things that you might want to think about before getting back together. Here are 6 questions that I suggest you ask yourself. Number 1, why did we break up? When you think about the red flags, especially, that is going to be the most important thing. We often think about the good things. Oh, I miss the sex. I miss his companionship. I miss the events we went to together. I don't like being single. I liked being part of a couple. Oh, we had all these commitments that we had to go to. But if you think about why it ended, that helps you to decide if it is something that you can go back to. Number 2, have I given myself enough time to process the breakup? If it's been a week or 2, you haven't really thought about it that much, right? You have maybe processed a little bit, but most of the time when we go back to somebody after a short time, we are just being impulsive and we're missing certain things. There are chemical changes that happen in our bodies when we are with a partner. And so if you haven't given yourself enough time to process why you broke up, where you are now, is this something that you really can mend and work through, then that is something to think about. Number 3, am I romanticizing our relationship or am I seeing it realistically? We often romanticize. I remember when my mother's second husband died, and they had a very tumultuous relationship, and she only remembered the good. He was my best friend. He was the most amazing man. And so it's very common to whitewash the relationship and just remember the good stuff. It's really important in considering going back together that you see it realistically, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Number 4, do I miss him or do I miss being in a relationship? Often we think we miss the person, but we just miss companionship. Think about that. Number 5, has my ex really changed? A lot of times an ex will reach out and they will want to reconnect and they'll say, I've changed. Things are going to be different this time. I would ask very specifically, what changed? Have you been through therapy? Have the things that we needed to work through changed? Whatever they are, it's really important to get specific before you even meet up again. And number 6, can I forgive my ex? A lot of times we think we want to get back together, but we're holding on to some resentment. And if that's the case for you, then it's not a good idea to get back together yet until you've done more work. So again, consider how much time has passed since your breakup. If it's been like a month or a few weeks, give yourself a little more time to think about whether you actually miss the ex or you're simply lonely and miss the best parts of your relationship. If it's been a year or more, you've had time to process. Hopefully you've done the work. You might have dated other people, you might have had other relationships, and you're remembering how great things were with your ex. So again, focus on what didn't work because we can often forget those big issues. If you believe that those issues can be overcome, then you have a chance of things working out this time. And if you do get back together, it's important to be transparent and open about new agreements to put in place to make sure you don't repeat the same behaviors that you made, the same mistakes that you made the first time around. So if you ask yourself these 6 questions before reuniting with your ex, and you're intentional about how you're getting back together, your relationship will have a far better chance of success this time. Many of the best relationships are do-overs, but without considering the consequences of your actions and whether this relationship has the foundation and the possibility for thriving, the likelihood of success the second time around is very low, and you could be opening yourself up to having heartache again. Let me know in the comments, have you ever considered getting back together with an ex? What happened? Was it good? Was it bad? Did it work out? Do you regret anything? Let me know.